think, by the way, coming in with lunge punch for Ippon Kumite is a great beginner's thing. It's lousy for the real world. Nobody ever punches that way. But in order to learn these concepts, we're going to work with a straight lunge punch as a simplistic attack, because we'll be working so much with the type of variations of defense, we don't want to throw in mixtures of attacks as yet. In Ippon Kumite, in the Shokan-based systems, you tend not to move out of the way. That's Kempo-based systems. You tend to stay in line, and you do a power block, and then you retaliate. You've done this before, right? Everybody's familiar with it, so it's not like I'm making this up. And of course, the value of staying in line is that you know your block works. If you move off to the side and you don't know your block work, you just avoid it. All right. Well, what I found is, if Frank punches me, let's say he does Jordan, and I go bang, and I do this, there's a gap between this and this. And we fill that gap two ways. One, by my being faster, right? And by telling him he doesn't have the right to hit me because we're doing it Ippon Kumite. It's not his turn, right? So what I'll try to do is I'll try to go, we can meet. And I try to go as fast as I can. And that's good. Nothing wrong with trying to get faster. If you go on the outside, the same thing, and I do this, it's a lot easier because by the time he tries to punch with that hand, I can hit him or take this hand in front of him. So we always tell people, do something with this hand. Don't just leave it up. Do something. Off bound, do something. Pull it in. Now the question was, what the heck do you do? Now we've been doing the same thing, but instead of my hand dropping here, it's dropping from here to here. And now that's hiki. Right? It's drawing in. All right? Now I think that's pretty easy for people to do. You can see that he's going the way my legs are. I'm just sucking them in. Now, of course, we have a problem with that hand still. We haven't off-balanced them. I just got a better block right now. If we did Oshi, this hand would come this way. And I'm wedging it. I'm going from here outward. Not trying to create a bruise on his arm, just trying to get a wedge on his arm so he misses me. Again, we have a problem with that arm. But we're improving the block, right? So that so I don't have to use excess muscle, I don't have to use strength against strength. All that is that he punches me. That's right. Right. And I go like this and I block. But I felt that this is going to get in process. I did a nami, a normal, okay? And I felt it was going to go in. So what I'm going to do is now go like this to make a circle. Right? And you can do a circle. Go ahead. Nami, you can do a circle Iki, you do a circle Oshi. You see you get that extra motion, okay? This is the contact point. Immediately, because he feels this, his mind goes here. Guess where my mind goes? Here, because I feel the same thing. I feel contact just like he feels contact. But if I put my mind in my lower body, I get this in the right position. I don't do this. I have to have this right position. I put my mind in my lower body. Right? Now, watch me change the weight of this is a mini stance, but watch me change the weight of my. Just change the weight.
Oshi.
Change the weight and now.
Iki.
But this didn't do anything. I put it in my lower body. We all, everybody put their mind from here up. We ignore our lower body. If I did Nami, I can grab it and hit him. We know that. But I can do Oshi and hit him on the way in. So now it's an uke-tsuki. You know what an uke-tsuki is? Receiving thrust, right? Right? Don't do this because he'll just hit you underneath. It's Oshi sliding in. Okay? So. Okay? And of course, be careful of his face. When you do Hiki, see how he's off balance? Now this is doubly effective. Instead of staying there and going, I blocked you, it's my turn to hit you. Don't hit me yet. You're going, he can't hit you. You can easily hit him. Okay, let's promote, please. Brian asked a question, which made a very good point. He said, is there a relationship between where the arm is over the leg and the off balance? Now, obviously, this is more stable than this. Now, at what point? Well, generally speaking, it has to do with body angle. I mean, we could argue the elbow, if it goes, right now the elbow is just a little past the knee, it's normal physiology. If the elbow goes about twice as far, now we can off balance. But the real answer is body angle. Okay. So now his body is at vertical. Okay. Now, if he goes about this far, how much does it move? What degree?
50.
Yeah, I would say maybe even 20. But it's gone. Let's say if this is 12 o'clock, it's gone to 1, 1:30, something like that. Okay. We're right at the point where he can fight me, but I can off balance him. Let's go to 2. Can't do a thing, right? So whatever 2 o'clock is, and that's 90 degrees, so 45 degrees is the fighting point, so let's go 60 degrees. If the guy goes 60 degrees, he's yours. Now what about Maru? I go like this, I can do it with an Oshi emphasis, with a Hiki emphasis, or with a Nami emphasis. I go like this, that passes him. And it passes him into my blow. Don't pass him and wait there, he's going to hit you with that hand. But if you pass him, goes right into that blow, he just bought into the strike.
Just observation from what I've learned from today is that it seems that when we separate the practice of kata from kihon too much, I guess like you say, people think become specialists or focused on the kihon doing it a certain way, but when you actually go to the kata, an uchiuki is done 5, 6 different ways, different applications, and here's what those are basically. Well, I found that particularly true when you pointed out the Basadai technique. Suddenly that oshi becomes so much, because we all know how to do this. Right?
Yeah.
We already know that technique, we've done it 1,000 times,
It's
we
right
know what
there.
it's supposed to look like, but we're not thinking this is a...
As it applying it one
right?
place.
So
You know why? Because people do their kata and they don't do the bunkai from the kata. They don't bunkai the kata to do the oyo. Okay? So you have the application from the kata, a possible application from the kata, and we don't investigate kata enough to say, hey, this is a possible application. Well, when I do this, okay, that's my basic shuto. At the end of a sai, you may not do it this way. We do a shuto that goes like this. Why is that different? How would that apply differently? How would it affect uke or semete differently? Okay? Let's play with it. Let's make that part of our lesson today and see what we got. Now, what comes Ippon Kumite, instead of just doing this, I'll do this and get a result. All set? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Us!